Hi, I'm KaYa. I'm a full-time DJ and professional party girl, and you're listening to Sounds of Craft. I think to stay personal but still connect to a wider audience, the way that I would do it, I mean, if you're playing in electronic music places, generally the crowds are up for being educated. They want to hear music that they haven't heard before, that you can show them. So that makes it easier. But what I like to do is kind of have like a 2x2 rule. So I'll play like 2 songs for you, 2 songs for me. So they can go a little bit darker and then I'll bring it back with like either a vocal that people recognize or something a little bit more mainstream, just to like draw those people in that are on the outskirts, make it accessible. And then before they know they're dancing, and you can slip in something that they don't think they like. And then you've got sound that's personal to you, but you're still attracting the wider audience. The scene forward, DJs should be supporting the underground and smaller communities, and that's in terms of like sharing on social media, following, attending parties, larger artists playing smaller parties for a cheaper fee, because at the minute the focus is shifted to stardom and fame rather than community and the smaller venues. And with the rising costs, it's just so much more difficult for these smaller parties to stay. And we need to keep the underground alive to keep the culture alive. So that would be my main one, is just to go to those smaller parties, buy tickets, don't ask for guest lists. Like I said, share it, tell your friends. And yeah, if you're a DJ, go and play them and go to your friends' parties. So to keep my sets fresh and unpredictable, I basically like to not box myself into genres. I predominantly play house and techno, but my genre is always just providing whatever the dance floor needs to get them moving. So if I feel like you need some Britney Spears, I'm going to play some Britney Spears. If I feel like you need the Clash, I'm going to play the Clash, but I'm going to feed it in. So that's how I try and keep it unpredictable and exciting still, for me as well as for the dance floor. I go somewhere in the middle with planning. So I don't like to go in like complete bareback, because I will just absolutely lose my mind. It's nice to have a like general framework. Usually I'll pick my opening song and maybe my last song, just so that I have an idea of where it is I'm trying to go, because that gives me like a goal and a path. What I actually do is I create a playlist that usually has double the amount of tracks that I need. And then I use a traffic light system to color code my tracks so that I know the energy without having to listen to them. So I have like warm up and then high energy. And that way I can really easily be like, oh, I want to have a bit more low energy right now, but now I want to bring it up. Now I want to go back down. And that just helps me build a journey, but I'm not locked into a playlist, because I find like if you have a playlist with exactly the amount of music you need, you just end up staying in that and you don't connect with people. If you don't know what you're going to play, it forces you to look at people, see if they're dancing, and actually read the room.